welcome to all of our Kyber Cave family. It is I'm happy to see you here. Exactly who's
It's
here. I'm
10
happy to see you
p.m.
here.
Do you know where your children are?
What's up, Kyber Cave family? We were having some difficulties earlier, and so I want to apologize for the late start. And we lost our boy, Rat Boy Go. So hopefully he will be logging back in for us.
Yeah.
But I've got my man Joe Mar.
How's it going, everybody? What's going on, Fast? We're playing the tag your it type deal.
Hey, what's going on, man? Hopefully, like I said, hopefully, my man, Rad Boy Go, aka Arkaxala, will be popping back in here. He was having some connectivity issues. So, yeah. So we're in the house. Welcome to another episode of Gen X Men, guys.
Yeah,
So again,
yeah.
great. In fact, I think I just got the prompt that my man just popped back in. There he is. Brad Boy
Sorry
Go
about that,
is
guys.
in the house. Yes.
Jamar, are you going to Burger King or something again?
No,
No.
not this time, man. I'm pretty much late.
Or is this
Chill.
just because of the house alarm? The little
I did
the
it
short.
because of the smoke alarm. So, but like I said, that would be that would definitely be the most Gen X thing you could have is a
Right? Yeah.
alarm going off. I mean, it would be annoying as heck, but it would be still Gen X.
I
I
use that for
forgot.
everything, bro.
That's what it is. Exactly what it is to say, Wong.
Hey, well, yeah, exactly. Welcome everybody. We've
You know,
got
it's weird. I had an alarm set for 6:40 tonight, and I passed out for about 30 minutes, and I woke up and I was so just.
I think our
Yeah.
boy just got cut off.
Now,
And
okay, so
that's
I wanted to
incredible.
add a little. I wanted to add a little thing, Mr. DJ, because this is a Gen X thing right now. The connectivity. Good thing we don't
yeah,
have dial up, bro.
I mean, I feel like that's what Rad Boy Go is on right now. Dial up.
Right?
The way he's having issues. I feel like he's rocking with AOL right now.
Straight up on that dial up.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he's on that dial up mode right now. Well,
I even have you on Friendster.
Welcome to another episode of Gen X. I'm Gen X Man. I'm your host, DJ Evercuts, along with my man
Joe Moore.
and then we got our man Art the Frustrated. That's what he's got his label as now. And now he's popping up twice, and I don't know how that's even happening. I'm adding you. Why what is
The
going on, dude?
multiverse. The multiverse.
We're like, okay, there it goes. All right. I swear to goodness, dude, there's something going on in your house. I don't know what the heck's going on. Anyway,
Gremlins, bro. Gremlins.
what are we gonna talk about tonight, guys? Like, I feel like we're gonna talk about something that is kind of I would say, well, most people would say that like malls are dying, like they're dead. Malls are dead.
Yeah.
And not metaphorically or like even literally, but both. Like they're dead as in there's nobody's going to them. But they're just I mean, okay, we can't say that they're all dead because I mean, there's a mall here in Michigan that is probably one of the most popular malls in the world. Like it's called what is it called? I think it's called Southfield Mall or something like that. It's in Troy, Michigan. Great, super popular, huge. A lot of high-end stores. They had the only Chick-fil-A for a while until they put a Chick-fil-A over here by my house. And like they had the only Chick-fil-A like for miles, so like people would go to the mall for that. And like I said, a lot of high-end stores, so a lot of rich people. It's in a pretty affluent neighborhood. But then we have malls like in the Bay Area, malls that I'm used to, such as Hilltop Mall and Solano Mall, better known as Westfield Mall. And I think they call it Solano Town Center now. I think that's what it's called. Those malls, those things used to be when I was a kid. Those things used to be cracking. Those things
Man.
are so popular. Go. Are you frozen? I swear. Like, he's had the same face. I swear to goodness, he's stuck. There you go.
There he goes.
There you go. There you go. All right, so we've lost Rat Boy Go once again, but we're gonna keep rolling with the show. Hopefully, we can get his internet situation going in. First, I want to bring up. Oh shoot! I did not mean to play that, but I did want to bring up. I did want to bring up one one little snippet to kind of give people just an idea of what we were dealing with back in the 80s.
Yes.
And this is what malls look like in the 80s, guys.
Oh, the memories, man.
Hold on. This is what malls, sorry about that, guys. This is what malls look like in the 80s. We're about to pull it up right now. Here we go. This is how we had fun back in the 80s. Like, this is what we did for fun. We went
This is our social network, man. That's the way we were.
That's basically what it was. And I believe, yeah, that's exactly what we did. It's like we went and that's how we had fun. That's how we socialized. Like you said,
Right.
social media. That was what we did to socialize. That was our social media. We met up with our friends and we would hang out all day. You didn't even have to have money. Maybe your
Right.
parents would be like, what? Like maybe $5-10 or something like that. Maybe $20 to have, like, to make sure to eat, or maybe go see a movie or something
Bus
like that.
money. Yup.
Bus money or whatnot. Or
Go to that Sam Goody to get that good music tape, that you've been waiting for.
that's what we did. And like, or like I said, I mean, I had a job at 15, so like I would
Me too.
definitely, yeah. So I had money, so like I would definitely, I would go put things that I wanted, like expensive things that I wanted, like there was sometimes a leather jacket or something that I wanted. I
Oh
would
yeah.
put it on layaway at the Wilson Suede and Leather, and
And big
I
bro,
would,
big bro, and when we were growing up, and when we had that money, making that nice little $5-6, thing, we were rich and stuff, rocking our own like Zog Cavaricis.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I would be spending go to the Z Cavarici store. So Raph says that Hilltop Mall has been closed for some time. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, well, shout out to Hilltop Mall, my alma mater, first generation carts. My first job was over there. Met a lot of great people from even the like some of the events that they used to throw over there. But man, it's just, it was just so sad that growing up, during those times, like during Christmas, and all gone, bro. It's just so sad.
Well,
And then they're now.
And K-Hog says that the Richmond Hilltop Mall, he said, desperately needs some more shop. Now, the last time I was at the Richmond Hilltop Mall, it looked like a ghost town. The only thing that was there really was the 24-hour fitness, I think, was inside the mall.
Yeah.
They had the 24-hour fitness on one end, and then when you walk through the mall, it was like a ghost town. And then you go, and then K-Hog says that there was a Walmart. I didn't even know a Walmart was attached to it. That's been,
so there's a 2-story Walmart over there at one point, and I don't know if it's over there. And then they opened up an Amazon distributing thing. So I was one of the Amazon dispatchers, and we used to park our vans over there. Yeah, it's no man. What's that?
Oh, there he is. He's back. He's back in action. No, and then Ralph says that the Westfield Mall is slowly dying out as well. No more Best Buy. Some of the shops are closed due to a higher lease. One shop closed down because of lease went up an additional $3,000. Well, I would imagine so, Raph, because like they can't get anybody to lease, so they've only got a certain amount of leasees, so they got to raise their rent in order to pay the bills, I would imagine. But I'm going to show you a clip. I wasn't going to skip ahead, but I'm going to show you a clip of I'm going to show you a clip of
Fairfield stuff.
I'm going to show you a clip of an advertisement for Solano Mall back in 1936, bro. I'm gonna show you this clip, and this is gonna weird you out, man, because I remember this airing on TV, bro. So I'm gonna show you this clip, dude. Yeah, this is gonna be this is it right here. Hold on. Yep, I found it. We're about to roll this clip. Hold on.
Services. Mervyn, Sears, and JCPenney. Solano Mall.
Man.
Holidays with extended shopping hours, gift certificates, gift wrap service, and more. Solano Mall, celebrating the holidays with you. Conveniently located in Fairfield at I-80 and Travis Boulevard.
Hold on, I'm gonna rewind this, dude. I gotta bring this back. I gotta bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back from the beginning. Check this out, dude. Okay, here we go.
I'm looking at the people's hair.
Do you hear Emporium Capwell?
Yes.
Montgomery Wards.
Shine. It's the Houston Shoes and floor shop over there. I bought my first pair of dress shoes. My 8th grade dance at that store, and that's KB right there, dude. That's a like, is that not a trip?
Man.
Dude, I remember when Solano Mall was just JCPenney.
No doubt. I remember when it was. So you remember it more than me because you lived in Fairfield like before I did.
Right.
And obviously you had kind of basically grown up in Fairfield. I didn't move there until what was it, 5th, 6th grade or something like that. So once I got there, there was actually a mall attached to it. Like we still had like that's when Emporium Capwell and Macy's was in there. But bro, like I cannot believe like how like so the mall it boomed and it turned into this like bustling like mecca of just shops and things. And now
in every city.
And now it's dead. Now, like I said, I will say this. If you went to the mall that I described earlier, God dang it. It's getting my buttons on the name of it because it's not Southfield. It's something Somerset. That's what it is. Somerset Mall. Somerset Mall is one of the most popular malls in like the Detroit area. Like it's one of the biggest malls. And like I said, they're not having any problem filling their stores. Like I can tell you, every single store, it's bustling. Like people go to their shop, like people use it to shop. There's a Nordstrom's, like a full blown like 4-story Nordstrom's, like it's huge. But I look at malls like I said, like Hilltop that now have just gone downhill. Like they're done. I didn't know Hilltop was totally and officially done.
Yeah, but Philippines, they got the mega mall, man. They got a roller coaster in the Philippines, man. It's alive and kicking there. Yeah,
so malls haven't gone the way of the dinosaur just yet, but I feel like you have to be, like you said, I guess maybe in a metro area, and maybe Fairfield and Solano. I mean, but I'm even thinking about the malls like Union Square in San Francisco. Is that even still a thing? Like, I mean,
no, they closed that one down too.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah.
The plaza?
Oh my gosh, what is going on in California? Like, that's crazy. Like, I would have never thought Union Square would have closed down. Like, I would have never thought that, dude.
The plaza closed down, and then they actually did. I think it was sometime during last month, where they did the final, and there was a gathering over there. They threw like a lightweight block party, pretty much. Said bye.
It's when theft became legal in California, all the retailers started shipping up and closing out. Like if you walk down Oakland or San Francisco now, you would be amazed when all the stores closed down and boarded up. You'll walk an entire block and there may be like one deli open. One store.
You're telling me that Market Street is not the bustling store?
Dude, the Fisherman's Wharf, they're getting rid of the iconic the restaurant with the crab on top that's been there for like 100 years.
Oh,
like
yeah.
They're doing the entire wharf because it's dead.
Yeah, came over there.
Are you freaking kidding me, dude?
Yeah.
Like, dude, so what about Pier 39? You're trying to tell me Pier 39? Because I had some family that literally was there maybe 2 Aprils ago. It was my wife Esperanza's niece was just there with her boy. He had never been to California. And he went to the wharf, and they went to Fisherman's Wharf, they went to Pier 39. So Pier 39 is still there, but I would imagine
it still exists, but remember how it used to be where like it was packed and you couldn't get through and it was bustling, and it's not like that. Now it's like going, just walking around a grocery store, plenty of room.
Well, my heart is literally breaking right now. Metreon is still hanging on. Okay,
Metreon's still there. Yeah.
Okay, that does some good. Like, it does my heart some good. There's shops along Pier 39, but I don't find parking convenient. Well, yeah, parking's never been fun down in Pier 39. Like, I definitely will give you that. I used to honestly take public transportation when I would head to Pier 39, but
Ceremony's still kicking. Ceremony's still kicking at least.
Because you know what other mall, and this is going the opposite direction. You know what other mall was really suffering that used to be like a phenomenal mall was the mall in Citrus Heights in Sacramento. Not to mention
Arden Mall. That's on the chopping block too.
Yep.
Yeah, Arden's on the chopping block.
Arden Mall. There was Arden Mall, and then there was the mall in Citrus Heights. There was
Citrus Heights. We just did our show in Citrus Heights for Pete Salazar, the Weekend Blender, and I think he says the next one he does is going to be his last show.
Crazy.
That's going to be his last show because of the
because the buildings are closing down. There's no traffic through there. I would have included. I didn't include it. I don't know if this is something we can find while we're watching another video. But if you type in YouTube what they're doing with malls now, it's kind of crazy. As a lot of the malls, or some of the malls, they're experimenting on the East Coast, but they're being converted into apartments, which is actually kind of a cool idea, because what it does is it puts like apartments on the second level, but the bottom level is still your basic stores. So a lot of times it makes it more convenient.
That still seems so freaking weird to me, bro. Like living on top of a freaking mall. I mean, I get living, like, I know that they're doing that with like I guess Costco is going to start doing like apartments and stuff like that, and like have having Costco, like they have like affordable housing on top, and then have like the Costco down at the bottom. I heard Costco was playing around with that idea, but dude, a mall, I don't know if I can live in a mall and then like, oh gosh, that would
have all that traffic of people just
man, that would be so weird, bro. That would be so weird.
You think about it, like if you were a hairstylist, you would have pretty much a captive audience. You know what I mean? Like, because if it's raining outside and the people that are living there, they'll just come downstairs. You know what I mean? Your coffee shops, they're going to get regular attendance. So I thought it was kind of a cool idea. A way of revitalizing. You have plenty of parking.
That sounds a little dystopic to me. Like, I don't know. Call me weird, but I don't know about that.
But could you imagine just waking up like, one day, then Cinnabon just, do you wake up to Cinnabon every morning? Like, oh my God, that's my way.
Weird, man. Like, I don't want to wake up to the, I don't know. It just weirds me out. But yes, Raph was talking about Sunrise Mall is what I was talking about, Raph. You're right. Sunrise Mall is the one that's in Citrus Heights. That's the one that's in Citrus Heights. But I would be remiss if I even talked about Downtown Plaza and the Downtown Mall. I know they put in a Hard Rock down there and stuff like that, so I don't even know how that mall is doing. But I just feel like I definitely don't know how I feel about malls being turned into apartment complexes.
You know what it is? In human psychology, I guess they talk about a need for what's called the third space. And in the 80s, we had that, but that's what the mall fulfilled for us, was the third space. The first place being your home, your second space being wherever you work at, and your third space being wherever you spend leisurely time. And we've lost third spaces in America.
Yeah, and due to this thing called the freaking internet, man, and I love it and I hate it, man. But due to the freaking internet, we have become so disconnected as a people. I love it. I should grab my Grogu, bro. You know what? And honestly, dude, maybe that's a world like you brought up a good point, Joe Meyer, and I'm gonna touch upon that later. But I want to show another quick clip really quickly. And
Did you hit? I can't tell on my screen. Did you hit the bar that says comments and it shows them scrolling on the side as well as the bottom?
I mean, I'm showing them on the bottom, bro. Like I'm.
But
I'm
what is there a scroll on the side as well?
I see Raph. What's up, Raffy?
What are you talking about, dude?
Okay, if you go to the top of the command bars, there should be. I want to say it's in blue or something. It says
Yeah.
show your comments or something.
I'm showing the comments, bro. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. What are you?
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, it hasn't this whole time. It hasn't been showing.
No.
Not tonight. I usually turn that on.
Because you know what? That was my fault. Okay, you know what? I apologize, folks. This whole time I've been having comments on the thing, and it shows up on my screen. Thinking it's showing up on everybody's screen, but I guess it wasn't.
It's so
So
micro for me.
I've been repeating the comments, so it's been okay. I've been repeating the darn
Right.
comments, so I mean it's worked out. So I've been doing that, dude, bro. I've been doing that since Saber Rattle, dude. So I did not know that until you just pointed that out to me. So thank you, Go. I apologize.
I like having it on the side so people can go back and see, other questions and also see that the community rolling there. Because one thing that's important in this show for me is for our community to build within itself and for people to talk to each other in the chats.
No, undoubtedly. Like I totally agree with that, and I want to create a community. I'm hoping to create a community.
The memories.
That's where we are. Like this, regardless of how this takes off, dude. I am definitely 100% 100% cool community. By the way,
This is the way.
I have no Grogu near me.
Yeah. But look at my Grogu. Look, Grogu, say something. Hold on, you gotta
Roll that clip, Lynn, while you're.
I'm playing with my Grogu.
Wow.
Okay, yours emotes better than mine. Mine moves though. If you can see, mine's crawling on the floor right now, bro. So like, yeah, I'm sorry. We got a little sidetrack here.
Yeah.
But here, I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna roll this clip really quickly.
The little puppet is
Now
keeping.
Now
That little
Grogu's
puppet is
giving away-
keeping Star Wars alive right now.
I know. Right? Here we go. Yeah, here's the clip. Dang it! Now Grogu's running around the freaking room. So here we go. Let's see. Solano Mall, indeed. Nope, that's not the one. That's the one. All righty. Here we go. And one, and a two, and a three. Here we go. It's so funny because I have to scroll back and forth. So this is just a trip down memory lane. I had them all in three. This is Solano Mall. Look at that.
Foot Locker, man. Mr. Rags.
So that was a cool little clip. It still seems a little bit strange. I don't know. I remember these things back in the 90s, and like just some of my favorite memories are at the mall. Now I'm not gonna lie, like doing things like we'd go and we'd pick up chicks and hit on girls, and it was a way to be socializing. But by the way, Raphael says, "What's up, Jomar?"
Yes, sir. I see. This is man.
But it's like a piece of nostalgia that like I feel has just been ripped.
Dude, the balls were everything back in the day. I feel bad for these young bucks. The Gen Zers, Gen A's, they don't get it, and they'll never understand, because even if malls were brought back today, you'd have a bunch of kids on their iPads sitting around a table.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be the same.
It was kind of funny because me and Big Go, we did the Weekend Blender, and guys like us that was growing up, we love to talk, and then when we say hi to people, they're just looking at us like, oh, weirded out, and it's like, oh no, that's how we used to communicate. And and speaking of like flirting with the ladies and stuff, they have the piano store. You get to it's just like one of them ones where you say hi to somebody, and then we all say, yeah, you know, we communicate that way. But now it's just everybody's on their phone, and man,
And go, you brought up a really good point. No one would, because I've gone, like I said, that's, you know, having a popular mall here in Michigan, I've gone to the mall, and that's all you do is you see people are on their phones. No one is interacting with each other. Like, we would meet people, like we would get into rap battles, we'd get into breakdance
dance
battles.
battle. Oh man,
Like,
yeah.
we would do all kind of stuff. Like we would. I mean, no, I mean, I don't want to promote violence, but we get into fights at Mad Mall. That's where you met up,
Mhm.
you know, to handle some business sometimes. But like that's what we did. It was, and then you made up with them, and then got Sabaro's pizza. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Especially the food prices, bro. Come on, man. Like a
oh,
McDonald's
we don't
cheeseburger was
even talk
89.
about food prices, bro. Because like I said, like going to Somerset Mall and spending $30 for Chick-fil-A for me and freaking Esperanza is insane. But like, but no, like I mean, like I said, dude, it was just a. I hate to be that Gen X guy, but I'm gonna be that Gen X guy and say, dang it, like that was just a piece of history, of nostalgia. Like, here, I'm gonna bring up another clip. This is definitely an older clip, and I'm gonna bring up this clip. This is actually of Hilltop Mall. You guys are definitely going to recognize the nostalgia that comes along with this, because this is gonna be it. Let me pull this clip up, because I really want to. I went through some of the stuff that we had discussed in the chat, and there we go. That's it right there. All right, we are going to share that right here, and here we go.
It's in the way of the flow.
Moribund Music, 1978.
This, for anybody that doesn't know, this is Dick Vaughn. Like this is the kind of creepy stuff we did back in the 80s.
Number one,
Like,
if you would like to understand the words to this music, what you have to do.
Dick Vaughn was kind of like I guess you call him like a maybe a wannabe, you know, personality. I don't know whatever happened to Dick Vaughn.
On the other side of this record,
But Dick Vaughn
another perfect cut.
is hilarious. Like, that was Dick Vaughn. I don't know what to say about Dick Vaughn, except for the fact that Dick Vaughn was hilarious. But this, like I said, this is another like prime example of how like malls were used. I mean, I feel like malls could be used for convention spots, if anything, nowadays. Like, maybe, you know, you get an empty mall, you could use it as a convention spot. I don't know.
I'm telling you, man, it's already designed for large crowds of people. And it's
Yeah, oh,
designed
yeah.
for movements of large crowds. It'd be perfect for conventions. That's
Yeah.
why I've wanted to do them myself out of there. It's just that sometimes with the malls, there's so much other regulation that goes along with it. And
Of
that's
course.
why it became, honestly, you know, I had a shop in the mall for about 4 months. I was in the shop for about 4 months. And then I had some disputes with my partner, but as lax and as easy as they tried to make it for us because they believed in our business,
I
it
know.
was still a pain in the neck. The
Yeah.
the
Okay.
rules and the regulations. I mean, for
Yeah.
instance, if your store is 15 minutes late for opening, it's $100 fee.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, like I didn't even know that. Like, I had some buddies that owned Get a Clue. Shout out to Get a Clue. What's up, Justin? Justin and Scott. But But Get a Clue, we had a Get a Clue in Solano Mall, and they would get on us about being late. I'm like, bro, like at least we opened up, bro. Like what the heck? Is this? I didn't know until they told me that you would get fined for that, and I thought that was wild, bro. That's like that's
or
super
closing
wild.
early.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you couldn't because they would get mad at us if we opened early too. And I'm like, what the heck are you getting mad at me for?
But closing early too.
Oh, closing early as well. Yeah. Yep. Like,
And let me add to like something like that. You know, I was like me growing up at that time. We were like one of the first generational carts ever to see what the carts are now. It was so it's like we were in the middle, and it was supposed to be like some tester thing a while back, and then now everybody start doing these like little holding the wall like in the middle of the mall type thing. I was like first generational cart. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I did the video buttons. I was taking pictures.
Joe, there's something going on with your audio.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Or maybe it's me.
I think it's you, bro, because I can hear Joe Mark just fine.
Okay, it might be me. I think my audio is coming in and out a little.
Yeah, the rain is coming down now. Can you stand the rain?
Well, we've been having warm weather. It was 43 degrees out here. So
yeah, can't complain. I can't complain.
It's very state of the sad of malls nowadays, compared to the nostalgic feelings that we have for them. Because everybody we knew, somebody had, 2 or 3 of your friends had jobs at the mall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least half of your friends had a job at the mall.
Or you knew somebody at the mall. You knew somebody that had a job at the mall. Like you said, at least half of your friends had a job at the mall. And you might be able to go to Hot Dog on a Stick and grab yourself get the hook up on a couple corn dogs or something. You might be able to go.
Yeah, my audio is going really bad, guys.
You might be able to go to Sbarro's and get yourself like
a meatball or pizza.
I'm gonna reload on my end because my.
All right. Well, while he's reloading, I'm about to play another video real quick. So here we go. I'm about to hook up another video real quick while he's trying to. It's okay. I'm reloaded.
No, all right, my friend. Mrs. Fields cookies. Oh.
Okay, check this out. This is, I don't know when this was in Hilltop. This is when Hilltop had the merry-go-round.
Man, I remember Hilltop had an ice skating ring.
I remember that too, bro. I
totally
remember that, bro. Like this is what you used to come to malls to do. You didn't
right?
Come to malls to shop. Like you came to malls. Like I don't know why. This is obviously a shopping. But like, look, like, or maybe the person actually works here at the mall. That's what I'm thinking. But look, like you got the whole merry-go-round thing. Like, now there's another mall that we have in Michigan. It's called it's an outlet mall. It's called Great Lakes Crossing, and that mall gets a lot of foot traffic and stuff too.
Right.
I will say that the malls out here tend to have, but I think it's because I can't really call it because it's not like we've got tons of money out here. It's not like we're totally rich out here. And I know California has way more of a
supposed to like tourism type, effect, and we were bringing on.
So but our malls, they get business and we, there's like our malls, like the Great Lakes Crossing, which like I said is literally right by my house, and the Somerset Mall, they're no danger of closing. These malls are in no risk or danger of closing, which
it's just sad. It's just sad because it just seems like Bay Area and California. I don't know what it is, but yeah, man. I mean, growing up, like even when we were talking about like meeting up with our friends, man, it was only 15 cents to go visit your friends, taking the AC Transit.
Yep.
Meeting that Valentine. So shout out to Valentine's people. Love you guys.
I remember, like I said, growing up in the Bay, like, I mean, like I said, just being able to, like, the mall was the treat. I grew up in Berkeley, so I grew up,
Yeah.
having Telegraph and whatnot, and being able to having your specialty shops and being able to shop like and walk, but you walk down the street to shop.
Yeah.
Look, Ralph says he used to work at Mervin's. That's awesome, Ralph. Like Mervin's, dude. I
Montgomery Ward.
I had pants from Mervin's. My mother loved Mervin's for clothes. That's where I went. That's where I did school shopping when I was a kid.
Same. Yep.
But growing up, like the mall was where you had everything in one place. It was a one stop shop. They but then again, I mean, I feel like what happened was it was replaced by
like these mega malls, like these, and that's the thing. Like you go down to Vacaville, and then those, you go, and then you go to the outside malls, and it's no longer inside where everything's all separated, like almost like an outlet type deal. So it's like,
well, and that's the way the Great Lakes Crossing is kind of. It's considered an outlet because you get the outlet prices, but it's still an inside mall. So a lot of people still go there. But it's basically if you think of the Vacaville outlet stores, but all of it in an indoor spot because this place is huge. That's what you have. So like,
Great Mall is still in. Great Mall is still a thing now. You know what I mean? And I guess Dave and Buster did like a couple of contracts with them, with some of these malls. I don't know how that went, but yeah, Great Mall is still kind of kicking. But because it's right by an outlet, I don't know, maybe that's a factor. But Great Mall is pretty big.
Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, like, I don't know. Like I said, malls are just a big part of our history, and I feel like for the most part, they're going the way of the dinosaur. And
now, big bro, I got a question for you, man. What was your first, being that you're a DJ? What was your first store that you went into getting your music and stuff? Where did you go back in the day? Sam Goody?
No, Sam Goody would not have been my first choice. In fact, like I was not a very, like, I went to a lot of mom and pop record stores. So I would go
Rasputin's.
I mean, Rasputin's is definitely one of the places that I used to go. I used to go to Tower Records a lot.
Tower, yep.
Yeah, I used to go to Tower. But to get my music, now if I was getting CDs, yeah, maybe I'd pop in Sam Goody. But I really didn't, like I said, buying records, buying vinyl. I went to a lot of record shops. Let's see, what was some of the ones that I went to I know a lot of the ones that I went to in LA, like Fat Beats and there's a lot of record stores that I went to. Like I said, Get a Clue was definitely one of the spots where I got a lot of my vinyl from in Sacramento.
Eagle Rock Mall. LA.
Yeah. So but yeah, like I that's where I used to get my music. Because even when I was getting vinyl, I would get vinyl from the warehouse. The warehouse sold vinyl.
Warehouse, man.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh wait, Matt says I was surprised Lakeside closed before Macomb.
What?
Matt knows about Macomb and Lakeside. Okay, all right. And then Esperanza says Mervin's was one of the first stores to shut down. Yes, Mervin's was one of the first stores definitely to shut down in the mall because I think Mervin's just had a hard time. They struggled. Like they were competing against like stores like Macy's. I think it was
Emporium Capwell's.
Capwell. I think Emporium Capwell was next.
Yeah.
Then I think
Montgomery.
Montgomery. It might have been Montgomery Ward's first. Then I think Montgomery Ward's might have. No, that was Sears. I think Montgomery Ward's went first, and then Montgomery Ward's first, then Mervin's, then Emporium Capwell, and yeah, I think that's how it went because I feel like Sears and Macy's were the two that stayed.
Yeah, they were still going on because we still got the Macy's parade, and they still showed that.
Yeah, Ralph says the Record Factory. That was also another good one, Ralph. You're right. And they said Rasputin is still around. Yes, Rasputin is still around.
Yep. Berkeley,
Rasputin,
Berkeley
yeah,
ones.
Berkeley, yeah. Now,
My buddy used to work there.
yeah, Rasputin, I will still go to. There's still one on there's still the one in Berkeley. There's
I don't know.
also
Concord has one too. Concord had a Rasputin's as well.
and
Vallejo
Amoeba.
no more.
I used to go to Amoeba Records in Frisco. Like that was a big one.
Amoeba. Oh man,
Yeah, Amoeba Records was one I went to as well.
you crate diggers, man. The crate
Yeah,
diggers.
I know, crate diggers, baby. Like,
Yeah. Gotta respect the love, man, for the art of the crate diggers, man.
I appreciate that. Suncoast Video definitely was an establishment.
Yes.
Yes, that was also another spot. Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
to bring Art. Why do you keep logging in as Art the Frustrated? Are you pissed off because it keeps?
I haven't stated it. It's just state Arts are frustrated.
Oh, well, you're back. It's good to see you back, man. We ran like 2 videos since you've been gone, so
Sure, that's all good. It's all good.
it was good to have you back, brother. We were talking about some of the stores that closed down, like Mervin's. Esperanza had clicked on and talked about that. We also were talking
Orient
about
Capwells.
the Prairie Capitals. We're also
Do you
talking
remember?
about,
Do you remember in Fairfield, we used to have 2 bookstores and like 2 ornament stores. Do you remember we used to have Copeland books?
I
Oaklands.
do remember Copeland, but
Yep.
why don't you bless the viewers on what store that you worked at in the mall, Mr. Ark the Frustrated? Like what store did you work at in the mall? Even as recently as, let's say, what, 2000 and
Are you talking about Hallmark? Or I've worked at Hallmark.
Yeah,
I've worked at
exactly.
Gymboree.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I wasn't gonna bring up Gymboree. I definitely wasn't gonna bring up Gymboree.
Dude, I rocked at that job, man. I killed at that job.
I knew that would lie, but I was definitely gonna bring up Hallmark, because that was one of your, like, I used to get some of my favorite ornaments from you, bro. My Christmas ornaments, dog. Like that's where I get my Christmas ornaments, was from you.
Things remember.
Oh my god, dude! There's nothing worse than dressing up for winter time and listening to Christmas music in the middle of July, because that's when they start their ornaments.
Because you guys started your ornaments so early, but you had some of the best ornaments, though, dude. Like you had like some of the most, like, the only place that rivals your ornaments is a place out here in Michigan called Frankenmuth. They have a Christmas store that has every single Christmas decorum you could think of. But so they're the only place I know, and I found out about them just recently, that rivals your store. But Hallmark used to, like, you became like, you kind of like even almost veered away from cards almost. I felt like you had more ornaments in your store than you had cards.
Yeah, that was the bread and butter.
Yeah.
Hallmark started as a card store, like in the 1900s.
Yeah.
It started off with 2 brothers doing cards, but then, as the market changed and expanded, ornaments was where it was at.
Well, obviously, because that was your guys' bread and butter, dude. Like you had every single ornament. I used to get some of the best like Star Wars and Marvel ornaments from you guys. So like Crown
Books.
Yes, that is true. That is definitely true. Swallowed is a perfect
A
term.
state. Yep.
Yes.
Amen. Right there.
Yes, definitely. We used to have 2 bro, Raph. You're gonna make me cry, bro. Like, because are you trying to tell me that both of the Denny's are gone now?
No, just one of them's gone.
Yeah.
The good one is gone.
I can't believe. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? We don't have the 2 Denny's across the street anymore from each other. Across the way.
It's funny. I remember when the comedy club was still around, and one of the comedians, I don't remember who it was, but he was a touring comedian, and he had a joke. He's like, "Come to Fairfield, the only city that has a Denny's inside the parking lot of another Denny's."
But dude, that was kind of like our shtick, though. That was like our thing, like having the Denny's right across from each other. It made no sense, but it was still the coolest thing about, like, it was one of the coolest things about Fairfield, man. Like, you got to be kidding me. There's only one now. That ruins it. I mean, I'll still go when I come into town, I guess. But
yeah,
can't beat the
now over where there's one of the Denny's that survived was the one that was near the hotel, not the one that was behind the gas station. But there's a big line now constantly for In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, the one by the In-N-Out. That's the only. Yeah, that's probably the reason why. I did not know that. How long has that been? How long has that? Oh, he said. Oh, wow. Denny's or Waffle House? Which do you choose? Okay, I'm gonna say. Oh, that's tough, dude. Because
I'm a moon over Miami guy. I gotta go with Denny's, man.
I mean, okay, you know, I grew up on
After
Denny's.
the clubs, right there.
Waffle House, you can get some pretty cheap and good food.
Wait, isn't Waffle House an East Coast thing?
It's a southern / East Coast thing. It's like the South and part of the Eastern Seaboard. It's mainly the South. It's like once you get down to like West Virginia, I think that's when they start. But Waffle House, I mean, you definitely will get some entertainment at a Waffle House, better than you will at.
Isn't Waffle House the one where the employees have mandatory self-defense classes?
I don't know if they're mandatory, and I don't know if they even take classes. They just know how to fight. That's all I know about. They just don't play. That's what it comes down to. Waffle House employees do not play. Like it looks like they have mandatory self-defense fight classes. It's like the way they be fighting and handling fools. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So yeah, I would have to say I traditionally like Denny's because I grew up on it. I mean, honestly, if you really wanted to know, it would be Lions.
Wow, Lions.
Oh, Lions. Dang. Let's all talk about nostalgia.
Good off topic, but like
buy them all.
So you said there's a Starbucks now, so one of those Denny's got turned into a freaking Starbucks. Oh my god!
No, it turned into an Indian restaurant that went out of business. So I actually think it's vacant right now.
Well, I'd rather be an Indian restaurant than freaking a Starbucks. Damn you.
Dang you, Grande.
Waffle House has a luxury of 24 hours. Yes, and not every Denny's is 24 hours. I am under the impression of like. Although I
not in Vallejo. Not in Vallejo, man.
Me, bro.
After the sideshow. No.
Waffle House is constantly. Waffle House is 24 hours, no matter what location you're at, no matter what state you're in. Waffle House is always 24 hours. There's one in New Mexico. Okay, so there's a Waffle House in New Mexico. That's the closest one. I do feel like when I was on tour. I do feel like I remember like Waffle House being in New Mexico as traveling.
I don't think I've ever been to Waffle House.
Are you serious? Oh man, you're kind of missing out. I mean, it's cheap. It's not like slamming food, but it's inexpensive and it's decent. Like it's not bad. Like you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that I mean, it all depends on the cook you get. Like and, whether the cook is high on meth or whether he's just sober. Like I think it depends on like who you get. But like the food is pretty good. It's pretty decent. So
I got a question.
Really quick. I couldn't remember if I was supposed to get the reaction this week or who was getting the reaction.
You were supposed to get the reaction.
Okay. I threw one up really quickly in that little gap while I was gone.
Okay, you did?
Yeah, so if we need one still, there's one in there now.
There's a reaction in there now. All right. Well, I think it definitely is time to wrap this up. And we will go into this. This is okay. All right.
So do we have any more vids or anything? Or
I do, but I feel like we're pressed for time. But I mean, I do have a couple more videos.
Quick question: did Fairfield ever have like a merry-go-rounds or Mr. Rags like in Fairfield?
We had a merry-go-round, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a very popular merry-go-round, in fact.
Okay, no, I mean like the hip hop. It was like kind of like a hip hop like little store. Like it was called merry-go-round.
Mr. Rags.
No, we had a merry-go-round. Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because Hilltop, that's where you get the fly gear for the chicks, man. Back in the days.
Right.
Fairfield had Get a Clue. Like Get a Clue was the spot. I thought Get a Clue was better than Mr. Rags, honestly, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. I used to get my jackets and shoes.
And then Funky Chicken, remember, he actually is closing down his store in Vacaville right now, but he used to have a tape cart, and back in the day, that's where you get all your mixtapes.
Yeah. dude, we knew that guy. That guy was hilarious.
It's so crazy to think like how much of the stuff that we grew up like. I wonder how it would be in different areas. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things about the Bay and even malls in the Bay that I think are very much Bay Area kind of things.
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. Esperanza brought up a very good point. What about IHOP? I mean, IHOP, like, is IHOP is still like out there, right?
Still around. Vallejo has it.
All right. Just making sure that IHOP is in. Yes, the hash brown bowls at Waffle House do freaking they are the bomb. and stuff, and like those are the bombs. And the cheesy scrambled egg. Yeah, I will give you I will give you the props on that. Okay,
I feel like Say Wong is a big advocate for a Waffle House here. Did you work for Waffle House, Say Wong?
Yes, our mall did have a merry-go-round at one point, and IHOP is definitely still around. Okay, I want to show this video of Hilltop Mall. This is going to be our last video that I'll show of Hilltop Mall, and then we'll get into our reaction video. Why did I go to that? He's criminy. Here we go. This is what I was jockeying for. And away we go.
California that opened in 1976 and closed in 2021.
Wow.
Wow.
So 2021?
Yeah.
Of this video, then you know what today is. It's Monday, Mall Madness.
You know how many kids I seen fall in that fountain to get orders?
Mall and its history. Make sure you stick around to the very end of the videos.
Is that the mall right there?
You, the viewer, are paying
Oh, that's weird.
That's a weird science, but
haven't already.
But is that the actual Hilltop Mall?
My latest video.
I think that Hilltop Mall was filmed. I don't think Weird Science
Back
was filmed
Thursday
at
or
Hilltop Mall.
Soda history. Leave a suggestion about a future video or memories of this mall. Thanks.
Yeah, I think that was just
During the 1970s, the city of Richmond was going through some major changes. A combination of poor planning decisions, tragic events, and broader economic and social trends would push Richmond into a radical transformation. In the 1970s, many of the better paying manufacturing and industrial jobs disappeared.
Okay, we're gonna fast forward through a little bit of that, and we're gonna
Capwell.
Wow.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
The second being J.C. Penney, and the third being Macy's.
Man,
There's Macy's.
that place was haunted, bro.
In 1979, Capwell's
Capwell's
closed.
It was haunted. I can
and
attest for that.
reopened as a rebranded Emporium Capwell.
Yes, that's
Mhm.
During the 1980s and 1990s, you may have remembered Sanrio, Camelot,
Yes.
Suncoast Motion Picture
looks like it
Company,
could be
The
from
Limited, Express, Contempo Casuals, and Pacific Sunwear,
That's beautiful.
Disney Store, Pagoda,
Man.
Cinnabon,
Dude, I used to
Taylor
love
So
running
many kids fell in that.
Man,
I witnessed it.
run up and down that
Tom
thing all the
McCann,
time.
Woolworths, Fashion
I think
City,
I scrubbed
Kate
really hard and
Bryant,
got like red burn on
Ashley
my knee.
Stewart's,
Like
Jay
really bad.
Jacobs, Sam Goody, Foot Locker, Copeland Sports,
I always wanted to go to that
Story
next
Hour,
restaurant. My mom
Mark's
said we
Barbershop,
didn't have enough money to ever go to that
Edalton
next.
Books,
Yeah.
KB Toys, The
We
Shoe
used to be
Palace,
right there, right by that
Merry-Go-Round,
thing.
Mr. Rags,
Run up and down that whole thing. Oh,
Miller's
and that fountain. I
Electronics
fell in that
Boutique,
fountain as a kid too.
Tokyo
Yeah,
Grill,
it was probably I saw you.
forget the ice skating rink.
Did you get gamble at the mall?
1988, the Hilltop Mall
What's that?
Cinemas changed ownership and
I'm
was
sorry, what?
taken
No, I guess it's just decorations. I was like, you can gamble at the mall? Yeah.
Yeah, it was Pogs. You can gamble. It was Pogs at back in the day. You get to close, man.
closed on July 31st, 2017.
Wow, that's when JCPenney closed.
In July of 2017,
And then that became a
LBG
Walmart.
Real Estate Companies LLC
JCPenney was
and Viva
what became a
Investors
Walmart?
announced the purchase of the Hilltop
It was either
Mall
there
property.
or
The
was it
property
there
went
or
into
Macy's?
foreclosure by
One of the
Simon
two turned to Walmart. One of those sides.
and proceeded to be put up
Love
for
to be at
auction
that
before it was
fountain.
bought
I
by
like it.
LBG
I
and
love to be
Alviva.
there. as a kid.
LBG had begun the process of rebranding, redeveloping, and upgrading both the interior and the
Got
exterior
my
of
hustle from
mall
that place,
structural
man.
buildings. Working with urban planners,
Sliding through that
LBG
thing, I
developed
used to slide
strategies
right
to
there
transform the property
on the handle, all the way
320
down.
and beyond.
Colton,
Wow.
right at that corner used to be Colton's piano right there at
Yeah,
that
I
Macy's.
remember that, dude. I remember that. I totally remember that.
And that's
Man.
how I used to flirt with the females, play my little thing with the little piano, and then walk away. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That was my game. So shout out, man, to all the people at Hilltop. Man, that's my man. Listen, man. AC
I
Transit.
feel like this is bringing out some emotions in our audience.
Yeah.
Looks like you guys got to come out to Michigan to enjoy the mall. Like I definitely agree that Michigan malls are still a thing, whereas like a lot of other places, especially obviously in California, they're not. So
Yeah.
which kind of sucks. Well, I wanted to get into some nerdy news real quick. Before we jump into our reaction video, I wanted to play something that I'm excited about seeing. And I think maybe even some of our viewers might also be excited about.
I have a topic I want to talk about too. I remember what it was. I think I put it on there, but I might not have.
Well, I don't care what you put on. I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I do care. I do. So this isn't really nerdy news, but what I'm going to do is I just really want to rock this real quick, and I want to show this trailer because I'm excited about this movie. I know a lot of people aren't excited, but I'm excited about this movie.
Me too. Me too.
Because you brought your Grogu out, and I had to bring my Grogu out. I wanted to rock this real quick. So. I love the movie.
Go.
Impressive.
Good shot, baby.
Yeah.
This is the way.
This is the
This
way.
is the way. Yes. What do you think about that, Grogu? Yeah, awesome. Oh man,
I'm excited. I'm definitely excited about that. So that was our nerdy news. Wasn't really big nerdy news.
Lucas needs a big win on this one. A lot is depending on this movie happening the way they want it to.
You know what? Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be anything short of awesomeness. Like I really don't.
Well, we have a lot of big things at Disney happening right now, and they're hoping these changes will make a difference, and especially enough time. They're hoping they haven't bled out so many Star Wars fans that they won't get them back. But I really think the big change with Favreau and Dave Filoni Dave Filoni, I mean, at Lucas is going to help a lot they also made another announcement I'm super excited about because it was looking like a completely dead project. But they announced there will be a season 2 for Skeleton Crew.
Yeah,
really? I was not aware of that. Okay.
There will be a Skeleton Crew. Now, what happened is Skeleton Crew totally got overlooked. They have really low ratings, but Skeleton Crew and Andor were both ones that people were like, if you watch them, you'll like them. And I think Skeleton Crew picked up enough momentum that they finally got over kind of the damage that was done by the other.
I watched Skeleton Crew from Jump, and I loved Skeleton Crew. I thought Skeleton Crew was amazing. It was funny. It had action. It made you care about the characters. Like, and I loved it, bro. I love Skeleton Crew. I had nothing bad to say about Skeleton Crew. But again, I'm a bit of a softie when it comes to a lot of Star Wars stuff, because I tend to freaking just like it no matter what, because I've always liked Star Wars stuff. Like, a lot of people I feel like are overly harsh about a lot of Star Wars stuff, and you just gotta get over yourself, man. Like, it's if it's a good story, man, like just rock with it, dude. Like, there's not much in the universe that I don't like, and it's like I don't get it. I don't.
So many possibilities, stories.
I mean, you get these people saying, "Oh, this is too woke. Oh, this is man." You know what, dude? Just watch the crap, dude. Stop freaking dude. Like now you're trying to put your politics into it. Like, and when if you really want to put politics into it, it's all freaking against the fascism and any kind of regime. So like don't try to talk about wokeness, dude. Star Wars has been woke since 1977, bro. Like get over it.
Yeah.
Like seriously, just enjoy the lore, bro. That's all I got to say about that, man. Like,
right. Well, I'm excited about those two. And one more thing I want to talk about. We don't have any graphics for. I want to talk about the equation, the earthquake that hit Hollywood last week. That is sure to change how you watch movies in the next few years. And that earthquake was called the Iron Lung. Do you remember us talking about this?
We talked about it last week or the week before last, right?
Well, because of the break or whatever. Yeah. But I actually went out to the theater to watch the movie. Did anyone else go out?
I did not.
I haven't had a chance to know.
I have not had a chance to go see the movie. Okay, so this is our homework for it then.
No. Well, I want to talk about some of this because it may not be in theaters.
No. Don't talk about it. Let's table it. Let's put a pin in it. I will go see it. Jomar,
I will
go see it. We'll reconvene next week, and we'll
Okay, but I want to talk about some stuff that has nothing to do with the movie, but does.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. I love you.
What I want to talk about, and the reason why I said this was the earthquake that hit Hollywood, was because I think it made a lot of the big studios wake up. Because what happened was this was a passion project. This was a project that Markiplier put his own money in. He contacted the original game developer and asked for his permission to write a script around it, and actually got not only his permission but got his input into what that world looks like, so that Mark's movie could be a better movie. He put his own money, $3 million into this. That $3 million by the end of box office was $28 million. So, which in Hollywood's terms and standards, $28 million is lunch. $28 million is nothing. But when you compare it to the fact that he put only $3 million into it, and when it first came into the theaters, it had zero distribution. So one of the things that made this interesting, some of my favorite movies have been indie movies, right? When you look at movies like Clerks, what are some other great indie movies?
Chasing
I had a list of them. Huh?
Mallrats.
Well, right. I was trying to think of other than
Kevin Smith movies. You're like I mean Blair Witch.
Blair Witch. There's another exciting movie that was made for only a few $1 million compared to what it brought in. But what happened was, even with those companies, even when they were independently directed, Miramax was credited for having a lot of independent movies as well.
Yes,
they still had distribution.
Yeah.
Markiplier had zero distribution. And so what he was able to do was he reached out to his audience and he used the MTV method. He had his audience call the theaters and say, I want to see Iron Lung.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these theaters never even had this movie on their map because, of course, the big distribution companies aren't going to talk about it. So they decided to pick it up, and it went from originally it was supposed to be in 3 theaters in the United States to over 3,000 theaters, and it made $28 million.
Crazy.
Maybe the marketing team from Melania should have taken a page out of that book, bro, because they spent a lot of money and he outperformed them by
the executive from Amazon, Jeff Bezos, money into it. She made the same amount of money as Markiplier did.
Yeah.
Did she?
Markiplier was one of those everything into it.
Markiplier, I feel like Markiplier made way more when after you cut costs out of the way. I feel like the profit margin was still greater for Markiplier. I feel like Iron Lung did way better than Melania. But again, I mean, I feel like our show will do better than Melania.
I'll say, and a lot of critics will tell you, it's not a movie for everybody. It is a little bit of a slow burn at times, because face it, it's a movie in one room. It's kind of like, do you remember the one it really reminded me of is if you remember Ryan Reynolds Buried?
Yeah, I love that movie. That was actually a really good movie. I really like that movie.
It's very much that feel where it's the one character and you're trying to figure out what's going on around you. That's a lot of people may or may not like the ending, but what was so exciting about this was Markiplier said, you know what, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it for myself, and it's not about the money.
Yeah.
And that was the really big difference between this movie and a lot of movies that have been coming out. Was this was about the passion of putting out a good project and not about the money, but the money came when people saw how good the project was. And even people will tell you, a lot of people will tell you that went and saw the movie, it's not their favorite movie. It wasn't the best in the world, but damn, you could really admire what was put into it.
Well, same thing with Terrifier. It was fan based too, so they did a lot of little snippets. And then when Terrifier actually came out, it was all fan based. And then 2 and 3 came out into the theaters, and now it was all fan based from there on in.
I feel like the most important thing and the most important message to take away from this whole thing is that when you do something grassroots and you do something without the intention of trying to make money, that is when you do it for the love of the art, which is what this stuff was built on. When you do it for that love and when you have that motivation, it doesn't matter really. I mean, yeah, you do have to put out some quality work, but it doesn't matter, the production value doesn't have to be freaking outrageous in order for it to be accepted and accepted as a good film. And so I'm gonna watch it for myself. Like I said, I meant to watch it and I haven't, and I kind of feel bad, but I'm gonna watch it for myself. And like I said, I feel like we should do a movie review next week. Maybe we'll
interestingly, I'm not like a huge Markiplier fan. I do admire him because he has done this, and I'll say, going into the theater, it felt like I even felt like I was part of a cultural phenomenon. You know what I mean? Like this movie felt different than any, and even when I went in on the movie had come out on Friday. Okay, and I went in Sunday afternoon. The theater was still packed. Whereas Melania had like 2 tickets selling out opening night.
I kind of heard that they started actually paying ICE agents to go to freaking Melania, but I mean,
I think you're thinking about the halftime show, but that's a whole different.
I don't know about that.
That's a whole different discussion.
But anyways, yes, like I said, I feel like we should definitely have a part 2 to this and come back and talk about it and whatnot. So I definitely think that's on the menu.
Well, as all 3 of us being theoretically or in definition of indie filmmakers, I think it's very exciting to see what kind of impact we can have.
Oh yeah, definitely, most definitely. I'm looking for the no, that's not what I want. Dude, why are you playing, bro?
Gremlins, bro. Gremlins, man.
Okay, Okay, that was an old one. What happened to the? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, never mind. I was trying to pull up the reaction video before we get out of here. Because I want to pull up the reaction video. And let's see, we're going to.
Hey, Jomar, let's just like next week. You're gonna find the reaction.
Yeah, Jomar, you get to find the reaction video next week.
All right, awesome. Yes, sir.
All right, awesome. Sounds good. And away
we go.
I'd like to say these artists that we're gonna be talking about, I think, is one of the most underrated bands of the 80s.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now we're gonna try to do this video, but this video gets black and turn
Oh, right. Really? You want my toy? Gotta say no go. Who can name the artist? The artist. Marlon Oates, baby.
I don't know what his intro was to this song.
I didn't know the intro was this song either. Now you read my soul. Go for it.
Hey, Lynn, take the last comment off the screen. Hey, Lynn. There you go. Thank you. I'm watching him geek out, dude. Look at this person right up here on top.
Right there.
That saxophone, man. Oh man.
You had to have a saxophone in the 80s. All right, we can cut it there.
Yeah,
Some
I don't
Hall and
know.
Oates, dude. I think Hall and Oates were one of the most underrated bands of the 80s, dude.
Yeah,
I to say that they're underrated, I think is I don't know, because I think that they were awesome in the 80s. I don't think that they were underrated. I think that
Yeah.
I feel like Hall and Oates. I mean, you got to think of
they
like
did their thing, man.
Hip Hop Cats sampled from freaking Hall and Oates, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't think they were underrated. I think they were.
Well, I feel like when people bring up the list of their favorite bands, their favorite jams in the 80s, a lot of times Hall and Oates gets missed. They think about Michael Jackson, they think about Madonna,
Tears for Fears.
you know,
I mean, not I don't know, not this guy. I personally like when you I think of in the 80s, I think of bands like Hall and Oates, Crowded House, like, a lot of those bands. Like, I mean, when you think about 80s bands like Depeche Mode, like those are the bands that I think about. You know, if granted, Michael Jackson definitely is the king of pop in my in my, you know,
in everybody's.
Yeah, but nonetheless, like Hall and Oates is definitely up there. I mean, I mean, Wham is still one of my favorite bands, bro. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Didn't Hall and Oates have like Oates like had like something about like a concert in his house, like a barn? He had said something like that.
I have no idea that.
Hall and Oates, yeah, he had like a little special, and it's like he had a backyard barn. I'll find that. I'll shoot you.
You gotta find it because you're talking about Hall and Oates as if they're one guy.
yeah.
But I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I mean, that could be definitely a thing. You got to research, Omar. Get back to us on that. And we'll pull that video up. Well, that was a pretty fun show, guys.
That was a fun show. Sorry, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. I'm on my end, but I want to thank everybody that's hung through it. I think we had a really fun show, regardless.
Yeah, I think we had a fun show no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all that counts. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Like, you guys are amazing. You guys come in.
Oh man, you're coming out right now for me.
Support us every week, and like I can't express enough how amazing you guys are. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you to my wonderful freaking co-host Jomar, and
I just realized it's just now started raining in my area where I'm at.
Yeah. Quick shout out first. Those who went to the East Comic Con in Concord today, thank you guys for coming through, and those new subscribers that hit on, thank you guys for coming by our booth and subscribing to the channel. Just want to say thank you guys.
And I also have to say that, you know, my personal TikTok channel, my personal TikTok page just hit over 1,000 followers. And so I want to say that if to any of you guys, and I will be posting clips from this show on my TikTok page. Any of my followers on my TikTok page, please come follow us over here at Kyber Cave. Please come follow us over here at Kyber Cave, even when we're losing.
I'm out.
Please come follow us over here at Kyber Cave. We have a TikTok at Kyber Cave. Also, you can just find us on YouTube and whatnot. Any of my followers, if you ever like, I know I get kind of weird and political on my page, but I like to keep it light on this page, and I want, we like to talk about fun stuff and fun, retroactive stuff. So please come follow us, and we, get a break from this crazy world that we live in, and just come hang out and follow us on our TikTok page. Oh, there he goes. My co-host is back. There he is. So any of my followers, please, when I post some clips and whatnot, come check us out, man. Have some fun with us. Get a break from all the.
And we'll figure out how to post those off the Kyber Cave page as well.
I have been posting them off the Kyber
and
Cave
Instagram.
Page. I have been doing.
We can actually go live on as we can speak at the same time on the Facebook too. I just found like a little click, and we can all go live from Facebook to that as well.
Yeah, okay.
We'll figure that out.
We gotta figure it out.
Right, I'm just gonna say peace because I can't hear anything. It just started raining right now.
Okay, well, I don't know how the rain affects your hearing.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
All right.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.